Hey, what's up team? In this video we are going to be having a look at some different pressing variations that you can use in your training programs. I think it's always good to mix it up, add different varieties in so you're not always doing the same thing. So generally the pressing movement in this is the same. It is a overhead press in all the movements, but we are just varying it up by doing it from the floor, doing it from a bench, doing it from standing. Generally the differences we're going to see in that sense are, if we are doing our pressing movements from the floor, is taking away any lower body momentum that we can use. So it's probably going to be a little bit harder. I would generally say that you're going to be pressing less from the floor than you're going to be doing from a seated or standing position. By going all the way to standing, or if we're doing some pressing from like a split stance position, that is going to create a little bit more challenge for our core, because we're now standing up. We need to keep everything braced nice and tight, also making sure that we're not rotating. So what I would also suggest is, if you haven't got the range of movement there yet in your shoulder, so if you can't get kind of good shoulder extension where you can get that nice straight line back here without arching your back, so that's quite one of the most common errors when people press overhead. They're getting this big arch here, so we want to be able to kind of suck in the stomach, keep that tight, and still be able to get that back there. If you can't, so if you're struggling, and maybe you're quite often, what I see with people that are coaches, they're maybe here, first work on your mobility until you can get that position, okay? And you can check out other videos for drills for that. Once you have got that mobility, then you can go into those overheading pressing variations. What I would say is, if your mobility is lacking, then sometimes starting off with a single arm press overhead, so unilateral, just one arm rather than two, it might be a little bit easier for you than trying to get both arms up there. The other thing I would say is that by adding some unilateral patterns in one arm, we're going to iron out any kind of imbalances. We'll see if there is a big discrepancy between one side and the other. And that way we can maybe try and program a little bit more volume and build up the strength on that weaker side. If there is a little bit of a discrepancy, don't be worried. That is absolutely normal. However, if there is a massive difference, and obviously whenever you're doing a two-arm, particularly like a barbell overhead press, you're going to be compensating a lot on your stronger side, which means that weak side is never going to get where we want to get it to. So enjoy the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, my YouTube channel, if you haven't already. Give me a follow at CoachNate_HLP on Instagram. And I hope you enjoy the video and find the tutorials useful. 2, 3, 4.